we lost it with a stronger team than Žalgiris for the moment. And I suppose this 2 games, 2-0, 2-0, shows the difference regarding the level of our teams, between our teams. So as I announced before the game, for us it will be the crucial first part of the game and the first goal. Of course, we were trying, but we were unlucky a little bit. But of course, from the other side, today the opponent, the Dinamo, plays really carefully in defense. It was really difficult to create something. But it's a pity that we lost it. The first goal, I can tell almost when we were yet in dressing room. So it's a good mood, a good atmosphere. It was it's completely quickly disappeared in this moment because everybody knows, analyzing the difference between our team, that it will be really, really difficult, and practically for us it was already finished. But we were trying to show the good football. We were trying to score, first of all, even 1 goal against such team. It was difficult today. So the final whistle shows us our place for the moment. Of course, it was a good experience. I can tell now that we were not too lucky regarding the draw, because it was really strong opponent. But from the other side, if you want to play in Champions League, if you want to play in this competition, you should be ready to play against such team. So really good experience for us. Now it's time to come back to Championship, A Liga, and the next Saturday for us. Really difficult and a really important game against Sudova. I'm thinking about such situation when you finish one competition, especially European Cups, and it's necessary to come back one more time to Lithuanian Liga. It's always difficult to find one more time the rhythm of championship. We have the few guys who wants to play in Champions League games, so unfortunately we have just 3 substitutions, because we have the few guys who didn't play in this competition. But you know, as each football player dreams about a game in the Champions League, even qualifications round.
Coach, how do you think, what things Žalgiris should have to improve in order not only to fight against such opponent, but to overcome? I mean, can players run faster to make them more precise passes?
It's a good question for the coach. First of all, it's a first question which we put between us as the coaches and the football players. You know, I would like to tell you, it was my first impression, and it could be the good answer for your question. When we were starting to play first game in Zagreb, after several minutes, I was standing near the sideline and watching how the Dinamo plays exactly, and my first impression was like this: that here in A Liga, all the teams they have such habit that in the same time we change one pass, and in the same time Dinamo are able to change 3 passes without an idea. So this is the reason, the quickness of the player. But I don't think about run. Just I'm trying to tell you where is the key for the modern football. It's necessary to run quickly, of course, but it's necessary to act quickly. It's necessary to pass quickly. It's necessary to think quickly. All these elements gives the tempo, the dynamic. We are not enough yet, so quick like Dinamo today, because for the moment we present the lower level. But this is a target, this is a direction in which it's necessary to go.
Coach, Žalgiris has quite a big margin in Liga standings. Aren't you afraid that the team and its spirit will go a bit down?
Yes, it's not really. It's I have experience from last year, but no, if you analyze the teams, not only Žalgiris, but the teams which play in the cups, they have all after the cups, European Cup, they have the problem to find a good atmosphere, good spirit in the team, because from psychological point of view, it's difficult. But it's a typical problem. If you want to play in Europe, you should be ready to react for such thing and to find a good way for the football players. From time to time, it's necessary to replace 2 or 3 guys, give him the time to sit. It's necessary from time to time to change the first lineup, give the opportunity to play for the players who were last time, for example, on the bench. So it's normal.
Have you and the club leadership thought of possible changes in the team? Some players maybe leaving?
It's one of opportunity. It's one of the reason. It's one of point on our list, but necessary to find a solution quickly, because we have no time. Next 3 days a game. After we play a derby against Trokai, so no time. But each small question could be important. So we have no one good idea what it's necessary to do, how to keep the team on the correct level, psychological level, because the players are not happy. They were expecting a little bit more. We have the strong target. It was, they know from one side that the Dinamo for the moment is a team which try to think already about group stage and maybe more, not just about how to pass the Žalgiris. But we have ambitious guys, so we wanted to win a little bit more in this 2 games competition.
Yeah, but I've asked the other new players who will leave after the season in Europe.
You are thinking about the transfer?
May some players from current team leave because we are out of the Champions League?
No, I don't suppose.
Dar klausimų bus?
Coach, we asked the same question to Serge about to compare last year's Žalgiris, which played in Europe League, and this year's Žalgiris. Do you think this year's is stronger, better team than last year?
It's difficult to say, because first of all, it's a completely different competitions. If you compare just the statistic, of course, we were more successful last year. But during 1 year, we had 2 transfer windows, and we were trying to solve the players, because it's one of the target of the club to make the rotation in the squad. From the other side, absolutely, the target is to keep the team stronger and strong, to make the team stronger and stronger. But we were not enough successful, we can tell on such way, and regarding the last winter transfer period, because I was thinking that in this period our transfer will be more important for us, especially for this time. So regarding this team which played today, we had 4 new players, because I'm thinking now about the Mantas too and the Egidius too. And I must tell you that, of course, when our Brazilian candidate for the leader on the team, Andrezinho, he was not successful. In Lithuania, of course, it was necessary to change quickly the option. Of course, we have the checked Mantas Kuklis, but you know, it's a life. Today he was not able to play because of virus, and it was like this. You know, regarding striker, two our strikers were injured in the last period, so we joined Adi, but he is in the team from 2-3 weeks. So you see that it's a good player, but for the moment, especially regarding this game, he is a little bit outside the group yet, because you know it's difficult to join, to keep, to find the good connections between the players. Having just 2 friendly games and 1 game in Zagreb, so that's why we were not enough, in my opinion, so strong as we expected. Regarding a question, it's difficult to compare last year with this year. If you count just the round, of course, it was really interesting. We spent 1 month traveling across the Europe, but this year we were playing in Champions League, but just 1 round, just 2 games. But I am really happy. It was a good experience. When you lose, you know, it's difficult to answer. But from the tribune, probably, when team leave the dressing room after first half, after the break, and they lost immediately the goal, it's always everybody try to explain that it was we lost it concentration for. So it looks like this. But if you'll be in the dressing room, we were trying to do everything what is possible. First of all, to keep the concentration in the first few minutes, especially when we noticed that the opponents prepare the substitution. This guy, Algerian national team players, he is really good guy. He is untypical guy, really quick, so unexpected, really difficult to mark. And you see, first touch and already immediately it's necessary to tell it. It's excellent goal, showing that this is really technical guy with the good feeling. Absolutely. So this is a weakness side, probably because. Of course, one question maybe is important regarding your answer, your question. We made today too much mistakes in defense. Second goal, it was the same. Everybody knows that how they kick, how they make the delivery from the standard, especially from the corners. Everybody knows this guy is Šimunić, really experienced guy. We were protected, we were prepared, but at one more time we can tell not enough concentrated. It's like this, but it's not difficult to find the answer why we were not enough concentrated, because such game expect regarding all players to be concentrated, but you know it's a most difficult question to keep the high level concentration when you should play against such a good team. You can leave for the moment attention because it's already the difficult situation in front of the goal. So it was necessary to keep the ball longer, but it's typical analyze concentration, and probably today our defense line was not enough good.
Strateginis partneris Vilnius miesto savivaldybė, generalinis rėmėjas Top Sport, techninis rėmėjas Kapa.